Oh, yeah. God, that was quick, wasn't it? Jesus. God, that was quick. Jesus, that was quicker than I imagined. I can't believe how quick that was.
That's just rent.
And so much for one chimney going first.
The decks have gone off the water anyway.
Yeah. That wasn't quite as loud as I was
No,
expecting.
no,
either.
What's this advancing cloud of dust?
It wasn't as loud.
That's going to hit us, isn't it? I'm going to kill the video on.
To get me out of here.
Ron, you're a local lad, Jack Field.
Jack Field, yeah.
How old are you then, Ron?
I'm now 90 and a half years old exactly.
Just a 90 and a half.
90 and a half, yeah.
Why have you come out here today on this cold day?
Well, I'm a keen amateur photographer and I've taken a series of pictures of the old power station at Ironbridge called the 1932 one with 6 chimneys.
Yeah.
And I've taken a whole series of the building of the present one, which you can see over behind us now. Also, I'm one of the luckiest people in Jackfield or Shropshire generally because I've photographed from the very top of that chimney, which is 672 feet tall.
You've climbed the top of that chimney?
Right to the top of it in 1962, I think it was, about 1962. It was built by Irish navvies and it's ferro concrete, steel and concrete. And it's 672 feet, and the views that I took off the top, looking up towards Uffington, showing the S-bends, 3 of them, 3 on my pictures, and then looking out over Coalbrookdale and Ironbridge and watching, I could even see the Jackfield Bridge from my view on the top of that 672 foot chimney.
Yeah. Where do you live now? Are you still a local lad?
How I managed to get up there was somebody gave me the tip and said they're Irish navvies who are building it and they lodge in Jackfield at the Half Moon pub.
Yeah.
And if you go there and chat with them on a Sunday and maybe buy them a pint of bitter, then you might be lucky enough to go up the top of the chimney, and I was lucky to go up the top of that chimney.
Not a bad deal, pint a bit for a view like that.
Yeah.
Not bad.
And just by coincidence, the day that I went to the top of that chimney in the 1960s, it was a Sunday, and there was a big football match at Much Wenlock, and it was Television All-Stars versus Wolverhampton Wanderers Reserves. So there was a lot of people about that day, but they didn't have the view that I had from the top of that chimney. It was marvellous.
Do you still live local?
Still live at Jackfield, lived all my life at Jackfield, yeah.
So your view, I mean, the power station, it's not been used for a little while.
No.
If you could give it a magic wand and keep one of those chimneys just as a piece of heritage, piece of sculpture, would you? Or do you think, no, it's had its time,
get
it
keep
rid?
the chimney itself intact because they wouldn't hurt anybody if it stayed up there for the next 50 years, you see. It's very strong, having watched it being built, ferro concrete.
Yeah.
It'd never be blown over or anything like that.
So you'd be with the group that would say they're quite nice things to look at, really.
Yes,
yeah.
Well,
Well,
my
I'm
family
with you on
worked
that,
there. My father worked at the power station. My father-in-law, my uncle worked there.
Yeah.
All my friends worked there.
Yeah.
And
So-
I went for a job there myself one time at the power station.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful employer for the people around here.
So quite a sad day, really, for yourself then, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They used to say that a lot of people in Broseley were very interested in agriculture, or rather horticulture, and you could see people going to work on bicycles from Broseley, and on the little saddle at the back of the bike they had plants like tomato plants and things. They used to take them to work and swap plants, a lot of horticulturists swap plants in that power station. Yeah. Of course there was dances in there, you know, in the canteen and things like that. Yeah.
Now we might bring on John. Come here, John. Come and join Ron here. Yeah. John, just fill us in. You brought Ron up today, and just fill us in. You work with you're trustee on the museums, yeah?
Yes, a former trustee, but I'm with the academic and curatorial committee, as it's called. So, and I've had a lifelong interest in local history here in the gorge and the Industrial Revolution and transport history in general.
So let me put this to you. Just down the way there's a bridge made of iron that we protect. We're very precious over. Perhaps we weren't always, but we certainly are now.
Yes. Right.
Now, I know it was a world's first, but behind us is equally, well, some might say, another beautiful piece of our industrial heritage. How come we can flatten this, we can get a few houses there? It's a very different attitude, isn't it?
It is, but sadly they do say the cooling towers, I believe, are structurally sort of not sound to go on. They cost a lot of money to maintain, I gather. It does seem a shame because they're such an iconic sort of part of the Ironbridge Gorge and have been for over 50 years, of course. And I think it's a very sad day for many of us, really, because like many of the Victorian railway sort of viaducts and aqueducts that came before, also hated at the time perhaps they're being constructed. Once they become part of our landscape, people grown to love them, and now will be sad to, in this case, to see these cooling towers go.
And on a personal level, aside of kind of what it's done in terms of putting jobs in the area, when you look out at that view with those chimneys there, do you think that enhances the view, or it's a blight?
I think it adds to it, and has anybody ever seen sort of such a marvellously sort of, I won't say disguised, but sited, situating cooling towers, really.
Yeah.
You go across to the East Midlands and they are a bit of a blight on the landscape, whereas here they look right somehow.
They sit well within that valley there.
Nestled absolutely within the gorge, as they were.
Guys down there, we're just doing a bit of video here for the Shropshire Star. Your thoughts and your reactions then. You happy about this? No. Anyone mopping a tear from the eye? Yeah, there is a lady there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very sad.
Very sad. A sad day for the town, yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Father built the boilers here.
Who did? Your father. It's your father. Yeah. You built the boilers in there, madam. Yeah. So he's no longer with us now.
Oh no.
What would he be thinking today?
I would imagine he was probably quite sad, but it's passing of an era, isn't it?
Yeah. And your thoughts? Would you have liked to have seen one of the chimneys stay just for posterity? Or?
I think I would actually. I mean, they've always been a part of the landscape.
Yeah.
Here. Yeah. But there are others, others who think otherwise. They just want to see the land developed.
Yeah. So sad.
Consider them an eyesore, don't they? Some people.
Yeah. Not yourself though. You'd be on the. Yeah.
No, I remember them from when they were built in the 60s.
Yeah.
Body video. Hang on.
Devin, you're feeding the troops today. How's it going?
Quite well. No one's complained.
And your view on the tower, should we have kept them? Should they be going? What do you think?
I think they should keep them.
You think they're pretty architectural as they are? Yeah.
They are. They make the scenery look nice.
Yeah. You'd be sad to see them go then.
Yeah.